People has asked me in the past, if I didn't live in Casco Viejo, where would I live? And it's always a tough question because I really love it here. Have access to culture, to just the beach, so many things. Entertainment, dining, friends, everything walkable. I rarely get the car out. But if I had to choose, I think I have the answer. And the answer probably is El Cangrejo. You've heard me say it from time to time. Crap Town. I love that they have a brand now. But El Cangrejo is known for its beautiful Via Argentina, which has a lot of trees, which is something I really enjoy. It is walkable. It has nice little cafes, delicious little cafes. It has great bars, music. And the Parquecito has become really the community center. There are people who are now organized and they have an association and they do events. I think Crackdown would be a wonderful place to explore other than Casco. So today I am going to go through the Argentina and take some videos of the neighborhood. So you take a look and hopefully then you come and visit and decide. Now, a strong contestant before getting to El Cangrejo is Bella Vista. And here, the cheering you hear at the back is one of the few baseball leagues in the city. And the children are playing right now, so you'll hear the noise. Bella Vista is great for its amazing park, its walkability, and truly has everything around. If you want to go to the River Smith, the grocery store, it's right there. Atanasio Great Bakery. You will find a mix of historic properties like the Hispania and modern properties. Prices here for a one-bedroom start and rentals like 1,300. Even for two bedrooms, you're going to be, close to that 2,000, 2,500 the most. So why I didn't pick Bella Vista? I think even though it's very walkable and very practical, it's just not the same vibe. In El Cangrejo, for some reason, I really enjoy the cultural activities, the young crowd that it's there, even though here it's very convenient and the park is a huge plus. I love it. The park is very sports oriented. There's now here a basketball team playing as well. And they do activities on Sundays with pets. So it's a great place to live. And if you need something, you just walk down. The river's right there. There's enough commerce to go around. Now, if I lived in Bella Vista, I would absolutely live in the Hispania or the next one here. Those are the buildings I love. Bella Vista, also take note, it is a very diverse place in terms of real estate. So not all of Bella Vista is the same Bella Vista. My preference would always be to be around the park. Do take note whenever you see listings, go visit and really see where it is, because not everything is the same in Bella Vista. But it is a strong contestant. Now, let's go see El Cangrejo. So I am here at El Parque Andrés Bello in El Cangrejo. Today, there's nothing going on. Hasn't been the case when I've been here in the past year. But this is a community that is known for its cultural activity. And even, I don't know, I'm going to say from when I was young, years ago. This was the neighborhood that hosted the first literary cafes that I was aware of and had the most well-known libraries. So shout out to El Aleph and to Argosy. And still, it has some very unknown libraries like Librería Portobelo. This is a neighborhood that's nearby the Universidad Nacional, so the National University. And I think in a way that's also why it's kept its artistic vibe, its young vibe. I mean, still today, if you are into painting, watercolors, if you're an architect, the only provider for those things is here in Artec. So it's that kind of like boho, lovely, and as you can see behind me, packed of trees place. The Argentina is known for that green experience walking all the way through, and now it has a number of beautiful cafecitos. It has always had some great bars and rock and roll bars that we have always appreciated. Shout out to Pavo Real and others. But it is all truly walkable, and every pocket here is a great pocket. Not unlike other places, even Bella Vista, San Francisco, where it truly is a hit or miss. You have to be in a specific pocket to enjoy the charm. It's not the case in El Cangrejo. El Cangrejo is diverse, it's human scale, it's walkable, it's pet friendly, it's young. The only thing it is not, it's water views. So if water views are your thing, Crabstown is not gonna give you. It's gonna give you everything else. But if you ask me, if I ever left Casco Viejo, this is truly where I will go. Now, if you like Casco, but you don't want to live in Casco for any reason, and you want the water views, where would you go? I do have an answer for that, and that is Coco Del Mar. So we are here next to the Parroquia San Francisco de Asís in Coco del Mar. This spot is always peaceful, charming, green, fabulous. If you're looking for a community that has water views, but also has that a community vibe, this is where you'll find it. And these buildings are the ones that are gonna provide that. Coco del Mar is very walkable and is known for its amazing restaurants. You have here Manu, you have Azafran, you have great cafecitos, Café Unidos here, you have a pharmacy walking distance. Not everything is walking distance. You will need a car. Supermarkets and all of that, yes. I mean, everything is nearby, but not walkable. And you don't have a metro station the way El Cangrejo has. El Cangrejo truly is not only walkable, but connected. And if you wish not to have a car, you can perfectly well have your bicycle and connect to the city through the metro station. Coco del Mar is not the case. But here you have some beautiful, beautiful elements like a community, and people, just makers and artists. I just came in and I saw that they were painting a mural. I thought that was very, very charming. And this is home to some of the best homegrown brands, Panamanian brands, not only in food and beer, but also productions like Mamita's Honey. And shout out to Susie. We just passed her store. That's Honey from Isla San Jose. So it's a very special community. Now, prices here for rentals, 1-2 bedrooms, you are going to be in that 1,600 starting place. And you will need a car. Most likely these buildings, all of them have parking spaces. And then prices for sale, we'll do a comparison in a minute. Now, my question to you is, we have explored now Casco Viejo, El Cangrejo, Coco del Mar. If it was up to you, where would you buy? Where would you rather explore? And if you haven't been, what would you like me to explore for you? So if you like this video, comment and subscribe.
What are the current values in the neighborhoods that I just walked around? I'm going to give you a chart that is going to give you a really good idea, both for sale and for rent. However, I feel I need to give you a little bit of context because it's about to get really confusing. We visited Bella Vista, El Cangrejo, obviously Casco Viejo because you know it, and Coco del Mar. However, these are really sub-neighborhoods of districts, like voting districts. For example, El Cangrejo is actually part of Bella Vista. But if you ask a Panamanian about Bella Vista, they don't think of El Cangrejo at all. They think about Parque Urraca, all those areas where the baseball was happening and all of that. So that is Bella Vista for all of us. And El Cangrejo is El Cangrejo. Regardless that one actually belongs to the other. In fact, I think Bella Vista has, I was surprised to know, I mean, I was learning this myself. It has La Cresta, El Carmen, and even Marbella, which is a banking district. It's very diverse. So not all Bella Vista is the charming Bella Vista. And in the same context, Coco Del Mar, for example, is part of a larger district, very diverse district called San Francisco, which I also walked around. I should show some images of me walking around. And San Francisco is known because of great bars and restaurants. There is a lovely park, it's called Parque Omar, but also because it's very chaotic. It has a lot of buildings, new construction, very little sidewalks, and everybody remembers it as a walkable district. It's not. I think it can be again, but it's not. Now, San Francisco is even more diverse. San Francisco, you'll be surprised to know, it includes neighborhoods like Patrizia, Boca La Caja, and then, of course, Coco Del Mar. So, San Francisco, the image of San Francisco, the branding of San Francisco is different from the one in Coco Del Mar. You ask people about San Francisco and they'll tell you, okay, you know, it's got all these restaurants, but the traffic is terrible, blah, 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 blah. You ask them about Coco Del Mar and they're like, oh, great place, easy, I mean, so tranquilo. And then Bella Vista is not known for having bars and restaurants and activity. El Cangrejo is known for Via Argentina, and Via Argentina is life. So in fact, a little bit too much life if you live in Via Argentina. If you live a little bit outside Via Argentina, still El Cangrejo, but then you get the benefits of being around but not on top. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is that they're also very diverse in terms of properties. So, for example, El Cangrejo is known for properties from the 70s, for example. And they don't really have that many new construction projects. So you will have 70s, 80s, 90s, mostly. Bella Vista is known for historic properties. So at this point, there are not that many out there, but the ones that are command the top of the market. So hooray for historic properties. The top of the value was always correlated to being in the areas where the identity of that neighborhood resided, as long as it was charming and it had some views. Views, obviously, the top of the market. Water views, that's high. But then, like places in Bella Vista, or for example, El Cangrejo, the Parque Andrés Bello, Parque Urraca, so if you were around the park, near the walkable areas. So those were the ones that were commanding the height. And of course, then there's Casco Viejo. And I'm only going to publish here values from San Felipe, not from Santa Ana. Santa Ana is growing, it's exciting. And I have to say, after walking all of this, I know what is coming in Santa Ana. It's gonna blow you away. But that's another video. I'm gonna leave you hooked. So I'm going to compare a little bit with Casco Viejo. Casco Viejo obviously is a different ballgame altogether. Historic properties, one in a kind and the whole thing. So that's just different. But it will give you a little bit of a reference. Historic properties can only be compared into themselves, into other historic properties. And hopefully in the region themselves. So historic properties versus historic properties. It's far more complicated than that. But let's start. So, Bella Vista. Rentals, this is price per meter. We found rentals anywhere between $12 per meter all the way to $23 per meter. Now, keep in mind, Panama doesn't have a wide use of an MLS. There is an MLS, but it's not used in the way as in the US one and all that. So even to get information, it's hard because you have to clean the data, and it's difficult because of the complexity also, not only of what gets announced, but of the neighborhoods, how they label them. As you say, there's a different value if you label something Bella Vista versus El Cangrejo versus San Francisco versus Coco del Mar. So it messes up the data, but I tried to clean it up, and these are the results I got. So for rentals in Bella Vista, and what I mean by Bella Vista is closer to that Parque Urraca environment, then you're going to be in that $12 per meter all the way to $23 a meter. Look at the range. And for sale, I found anything between $1,500 a meter to $3,200 a meter. $3,211. Now, historic properties, however, went all the way to $5,263 per meter. So that gives you, historic properties are their own thing. So there you go. That's just one. And I know that building, and it's gorgeous. It's a one of a kind, and it is that value. I can tell you. Only that building defines Bella Vista. So it's an icon. It's an incredible property. Now, Coco Del Mar. I saw rentals between 11 a meter all the way to 19 a meter. Now, properties were larger. So when you have larger properties, you do have a lower price point and a price per meter, higher price points and lower price per meters. And properties for sale, they were around $2,100 to $4,200 per meter. So also a big spread. The difference, they were direct water view, for sure. El Cangrejo. Now, if Bella Vista is diverse, and not all Bella Vista is the Bella Vista you want to stay in with the charm, in El Cangrejo, most of El Cangrejo is the place where you find charm. So El Cangrejo has those bones all around. I'm excited about El Cangrejo. I'm a Cangrejo believer. For rents, it's anywhere between 9 per meter to 16 per meter. And for sale, around 1,900 per meter all the way to 2,900 per meter. There you go. There you go. It's getting there. Now, hotspots like the Argentina suffer because of the noise. So if it's a residential you're looking for, you need to be in a different street. Casco Viejo, meaning San Felipe, depending on where you are. And San Felipe is very diverse inside because you have the zone of silence, you have the zone where the entertainment happens, again, noise. You have areas with water views, you have areas, it's all very different where you have parking or not. It's all very unique. It's all very tailored. So we found rents from 14 a meter to 25 per meter. For sale, it is also very diverse. And this number is not going to include the top of the market Santa Familia. So most of what you find out there, it is in that 4,000 all the way to 5,000 per meter. Santa Familia breaks every record and breaks every rule in the book. It's a one of a kind and can only compare to projects like, for example, Ocean Reef or Pearl Islands. So there you go. If you want to know more about these neighborhoods, let me know. If there's a neighborhood you like more, let me know and I'll make a video about it. And hopefully soon I'll tell you all about our new project, and I'm excited because this video confirmed that what's coming is absolutely great and you're gonna love it. So if you like this video, subscribe